Hi, are you one of those people who never take their cameras off of automatic? The whole time you're shooting, the camera's doing its own thing, making its own decisions? Well, maybe you should be thinking about trying your camera on manual. In this video, we'll take a look at the benefits of doing it. Hi, Peter Charles here of fujifilm Photography. And do you spend all your time with your camera shooting on auto? Never, ever, ever putting it to that dreaded letter M for manual? Are there good reasons why you want to leave it on manual or turn the autofocus off and use the manual focusing ring on your lens? I mean, they put it there for a reason. When I'm out taking pictures, I often look at other photographers and see how they work. Sometimes I learn something. And sometimes I see them just zooming, pushing the button, zooming, pushing the shutter release. All they're doing, zooming and pushing the shutter release. They're never using the other controls on the camera. They never use the manual focusing ring. Where's the problem in that? Well, these cameras are set up to deliver generic safe results when on autofocus. So if I take this camera out, put it on full auto, go out and take pictures, all of these pictures are going to look the same. The depth of field will be the same. The exposures will all look the same. Nothing will change. And if our photos have that kind of generic safe look to them, well, that's because you left it on auto. You're letting the camera make the decisions. So, I want to talk to people about, running their cameras on manual. Sticking on that dreaded M. I think a lot of the reason why people don't do it is they're afraid of making mistakes. Some of them might even be afraid of damaging the camera, which is not possible. You have to drop it to damage it. If you messed up the menu bad enough, you can just go into System Setup and reset the menu and you're back to business again. You really can't damage these things by operating the controls. You have to do something difficult to it, like smack it into something. So don't worry about damaging it. Don't worry about making a mistake, because mistakes are where we learn. If you're using it on manual and all you're getting out of it is a lot of overexposed images or out of focus images or whatever, those are the images that you're going to learn from. You're not going to learn from a bunch of generic images that all look the same, that all look they were taken on your vacation. You're trying to be creative, but they look like your vacation photos. And that's because the camera's running on automatic. So if you're having that kind of difficulty, your photos look the same, there's nothing in them that, tells a story, sparks some emotion. They're just pretty pictures. Well, get that camera off of automatic and start using the manual controls in it and see what you can actually turn out. Motion blur, shallow depth of field, really dark somber tones, highlights, high key photos, where the background is all very bright because you've exposed for the subject, not the background. All these sorts of different things that you might never see if you leave this thing on automatic the whole time. So use that dreaded M. Don't be afraid of it. Figure out how it works. Read the manual. Horrors, reading manuals. Who does that these days, right? Watch YouTube then. Watch YouTube and figure out how to use your camera on manual. And go out and play with it and just have some fun. And it also ends up making photography more fun and more interesting. I think, bottom line, if we're enthusiasts, we're not getting any money for doing this. So why not just go out and have some fun? So give that a try. Cheers.